Hello, everybody, wherever you may be. My name's Larry. My call sign is Kilo 7 Hotel November. From around the world, welcome. This is Ham Radio Live. I want to ask you to please hit the subscribe button. I don't intentionally monetize this channel. It just happens that way because YouTube does it for me. Because, hey, of all people in the world, of everyone out there, YouTube, of course, doesn't quite have just enough money yet. Yeah, of course not. So please subscribe. It's not my intention. You saw some ads at the beginning. I don't make a penny off it. But your subscription helps people find the channel on YouTube. That connection helps people find Ham Radio and maybe learn a little about it. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's a late one. And again, I'm sorry that we canceled it and then we brought it back. Anyway, rough night's sleep. So, thought, well, why not make some lemonade out of lemons? Welcome to the show. It is Sunday, the 11th of April, 2021. CQ Calling, powered by MFJ. MFJ has everything you need from antenna analyzers to amplifiers, chokes to antenna tuners. You can find them at mfjenterprises.com. I'd like to welcome you to the show here in Oregon. It's a late one. Yep. According to my clock, it's almost 2 a.m. But that's what happens when you can't sleep. Let me show you how I set the shows up. It might be interesting to you when I do CQ Calling, how I do it. First thing I want to do is make sure which antenna is working. For me, that's not so much of a problem because, I only have one antenna right now, so it doesn't matter.
For some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
I know, right? Like I had more than one antenna. Well, I usually do till the ice storm. But anyway, one antenna. So that doesn't make so much of a difference. Tuning the amplifier does, and checking processing and mic gain. Usually I don't have to mess with those unless I change mics. Anyway, this is the way the show is done. So when I go into the system, what I will do is I'll go ahead and take a look at the different web SDRs around the world. And, somewhere near me, get a good idea of exactly what everything looks like. Because for me, it's helpful. I get an opportunity to, see what the other web SDRs look like. So one of the ones that I look at is I'll take a look at something like, say, the web SDR that's in the middle of the Pacific. That's over in, let's say, Maui, for example, all right? So I'll go to Maui, I'll take a listen, and I'll see how things sound. I'm trying to find the way to get that on the screen here for you so you can actually see what what it looks like here. Here we go. All right, so you can see now the way this looks. So I'll bring up the sound so you can hear it. This is coming from Maui, and we're on 40 meters here at 7.186, which works great if you're a general in the U.S. and you're working in parts of Asia that can go up 40 meters to 7.2 megahertz. That's the key. All right, here's what it sounds like. All right, here is me testing. All right, and I'll turn the audio down from this so you can hear it just through the SDR. Okay, so you're only going to hear it through the web SDR. Station testing. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Oregon. All right. So you see the signals there, right? Okay. Now, some people might say, why don't you do this to do a dummy load? And I've heard that before. This is why I don't do it. Because I've had more times than not where somebody is going to, and I'm listening to this also, I can hear the signal. So what I'm doing is if I get someone call me back, I get a QSO. Bonus. Works great for me. So I'll do that. And another thing I'll do is I'll check other web SDRs typically, but if I'm hitting Maui, I know I'm doing pretty well. So the next thing I'll do is I'll go down to 80 and I'll see how 80 looks. This is an area on 80 where you can make contacts with both generals and you can make them with people around the world because it's below 3.8 megs. So let me get to the right frequency here. Hold on. We're at 3753. And let me just do something real quick to the amp. Hang on. just do a quick tune. All right, so we'll check 80, same SDR. Here's 80 meters now, okay? We were at 40 before. Let's take 80 and see how 80 sounds. We'll turn up the SDR. Let's listen. Station testing. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November.
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
Here, about S9 on 80. Technically 75. Barely. Barely 75. Okay. So with that, it's better if I'm using 75 tonight, because while 40 looks great, right? 80 looks better because I've got a better signal going out on 80 meters. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just go straight to you, and we're going to see if we can make some calls. Okay. We'll start out here on 80 meters. We'll see if we can make some calls, hopefully not only North America, but also into the Pacific. Right now it's dark in half of Australia, approaching darkness in Japan, and getting there into it is the Philippines as well. So let's see if we can make some calls quickly on CQ Calling tonight, powered by MFJ. Here's the rig. Here is the sound from said rig, which should be coming up here. And we'll get that up for you. All right, let's just make sure the frequency is available and we're good. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. All right, let's give it a shot. See if we can make some calls tonight, and never can guarantee, but certainly give it a shot. Here we go. Running 1,000 watts. You're using the DX Commander Classic vertical antenna. The antenna resonance is real strong on 80 on this antenna, so it's been cut really well. It's been cut resonant for 3.750. It's just a little touch higher than that, so that's where it's at. Here we go. CQ on 80 meters, any station, anywhere. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, live on Ham Radio, live on YouTube, and streaming to the world. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, K7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, any station, anywhere. Live on YouTube, this is Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ for any station, anywhere, and listening. Less people listen for CQ calls on 80 and 75 than they do on 40, so we may scoot up to 40 shortly. By the way, quick welcomes, Johan in Barcelona. I thought we'd have a pretty strong European group today. Welcome, Johan. Welcome. It is so nice to see you. Thank you. And James Stanley, Mike 7, Bravo X-Ray Tango's in the house. Welcome. It's good to see you. And Johan, EA3014 SWL. Both of you guys, welcome from European. It's wonderful to see you from European continent. Thank you, guys. CQ on 80, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, any station, anywhere. We're live on Ham Radio, live streaming to the world. We'd love to make a call with you this evening. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ to any station, anywhere, and listening. We'll give it 3 shots on 75. And then we're going to move. Because I like 40 better. You know, it's a little weaker into the west. I just like 40 better. Conditions seem better tonight, too. But I thought we'd give it a shot. Since we're about 2 S units higher into Maui with 75. CQ, 75 meters. This is Kilo 7, Hotel November. Kilo 7, Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, this is Kilowatt 7, Hotel November. Kilo 7, Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ on 75 meters. We're streaming live on Ham Radio Live about ham radio to the world. We'd love to make a call with you. This is Kilo 7, Hotel November, K7, Hotel November, calling CQ on 75 meters and listening. It's like there's somebody trying, but we just can't pick them out. See it on the waterfall? See the little trails? That's somebody. Yeah, we're just not getting them. All right, we're going to move up to 40 just a moment. Kilo 7, Hotel November. We'll go QSY to 40 meters, QSY to 40. Kilo 7, Hotel November, QSY. One of the nice things about the Ameritron ALS 1306 is it'll remote control band switch. Like if I'm going from 80 to 40, it's really simple. You'll hear it click. You'll hear the relay click in it. I move to 40 and you hear it click. Hear it? That's actually the amplifier. It's moving right over to 40 meters for me automatically. Let me bring up a little bit of the, I'm going to bring up some of the screen waterfall for everybody so you can see a little better. Make sure everything is good here on my tune. And we'll check frequency availability. Hi, Sean. Good morning. That's Sean. He's going to be a new ham. We're looking forward to that. Sean, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming, buddy. And thanks for the kind words you said, too. That meant a lot. Thank you so much, bud. That was very thoughtful, and it meant a lot to me. Thank you. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilo 7, Hotel November. You see somebody right above me, literally. Now we're far enough away. Bring the span to 10. This is going to make our signal real wide. Okay, it's going to be real wide. They're going to be close, but we're going to be just off of their signal. That red zone to the left there, that's our signal. Okay, that's how much we're transmitting out. Okay. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilo 7, Hotel November. You see, we're just off their signal. Last call for frequency availability check. Kilo 7, Hotel November. I'm just touching a little bit. Just a little bit. See it? We're going to move down. Just going to move down. I should be far enough away. We'll go to 4. Perfect. Let's go here. Plenty of room then between us. Okay, let's give it a shot now on 40, and hopefully we'll see if we make some calls, and hopefully out into the ocean, and see if we can make some calls outside the country. You're going to hear a little more of the RF interference coming from the tower. It goes into the audio processing gear. That's what's happening here. So I'm going to disconnect the exciter. It's going to make the mic sound different. All right, now you hear the difference in the mic, right? It's a little hotter. Going to pull down a little bit of that so it's not so loud for you. And we're going to go ahead and make that call. So let me get back on frequency. And we'll check frequency because that's the proper
way to do things. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November K7H November. Checking frequency availability. And this just verifies that we can get on the frequency without stepping on someone else. All right. Let's see if we can make some calls and hopefully make a few new friends tonight on Ham Radio Live. CQ Calling, the late show. CQ on 40. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ. Any station, anywhere. We're live on Ham Radio Live on YouTube, and we're streaming to the world. We'd love to make a call with you. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ. Any station, anywhere. Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ on 40 and standing by. So this is, just to give you an idea, it's taking into consideration that you're getting people who are still awake, right? Looking to find signals. And we only have a certain amount of time to do a show. And it's the middle of the night. We'll see. I like to do the show usually around 10 o'clock or so, but I went to bed about 9 with my wife. She had a rough night at work. And honestly, I wanted to give her a little company. So I did that, and then I just laid there for 2 hours and had a hard time sleeping. So it was just time to wake up. Now, I opened up the span, and for Sean, this is good for you to see. I opened up the span. We were here before. This is how much of the frequency band we were seeing. We're only seeing 10 kilohertz wide, 5 on each side. Now, you see how dark the waterfall screen is, right? It's because we're only seeing 10 kilohertz of frequency spectrum. So the whole width is only 10 kilohertz. When we open it up now to 50 kilohertz, it can get a lot brighter, see? And the reason why is because it's allowing more noise into the radio. The radio's hearing more because the frequency width is larger than it's picking up. So it naturally adds more noise into it. That's the reason why it does that. I typically will run somewhere between 50 and 100. Watch what 100 does. It's really going to get bright. See how bright it got and how high it got? Okay, so we're going to bring it down to 50, and I'm going to bring down a little bit of that noise so you don't see it so bright, okay? But that's why, Sean, because once we open it up a little more, it's going to give us a little bit, it's going to give us a little bit more of the noise. You see more of it, and the receiver hears more of it. That's why. CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, any station, anywhere. We're live on Ham Radio Live on YouTube, streaming to the world, and we'd love to make a call with you. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, any station, anywhere. From the Pacific Northwest of Oregon, streaming to the world on YouTube. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ to any station, anywhere, and listening.
November 4, Echo Delta, Quebec.
November 4, Echo Delta, Quebec. Brother, you are up real early this morning. My goodness. Nice signal. 5'7" to 5'8" here in Oregon. My name's Larry. Lima Alpha, Romeo Yankee. My QTH is Independence, Oregon, just a little southwest of Portland. And great signal, man. You're on Ham Radio Live on YouTube right now. We do a show to help encourage people to get into ham radio. QSL?
Yeah, QSL. I think I got this set up right now. Okay. K7, Hotel November 4 Echo Delta Queen. Okay, very good. The name is Henry, Hotel England November Radio. And we're in Blue Ridge, Georgia. Just heard you calling CQ a moment ago. So we jump up here. I was just on 75 meters. We work a lot of AM. But that just happened to be the AM working best. And it got good. We had a lot of static crashes. So we couldn't very good. So you're on YouTube showing off the ham radio. It's very interesting. I'm running the Yaesu, the FT5000, the DX5000 MP with a quadra amplifier, the Yaesu amplifier, about, I guess we're putting out about a kilowatt. And for the 4-element Yagi, the Mosley, the TA53 mic with a 40-meter add-on kit. It's about 47 feet up or so. K7 Hotel November 4 Echo Delta, Quebec.
Gotcha, Henry. Well, that's some good equipment there. Absolutely. I've wanted to try that Quadra. I really have. I've got an MP sitting next to me here. It doesn't get enough use, and I need to get more time on it. It's a great transceiver. My favorite super het ever made, no question. I'm using the FTDX 101 Delta here into an AL1306 at about a kilowatt, running through a DX Commander all band vertical at 30 feet, and you're sounding just fine, crystal clear, typical Yaesu transmit. Sounds good. Kenwood and ICOM don't sound bad either. They don't, but boy, it really sounds good on your rig right now. How's the weather over there in Blue Ridge, Georgia?
K7 Hotel November 4 Echo Delta Queen. Right now we're sitting at about 40 degrees here in the mountains. We're in the Chattahoochee Forest, about an hour and a half north of Atlanta. And we had a lot of rain. We had a lot of rain in the last couple of weeks or so, and roads got washed out and everything else. Yesterday, late afternoon, it started to clear up a little bit. I don't know what today's going to bring, but I hope it doesn't rain. But I know there's a lot of storms all over the place. I normally get up relatively early. I get up between 3 and 4 every morning. There's a whole group of us on AM amplitude modulation that get on 3885. I don't know whether you ever do AM or not, but it's quite interesting. That's kind of where I cut my teeth on. So for AM, I've got the FT2000 from Yaesu that I set up for AM for 3885 right now. Then I also have the AV stored. You can see it on the QRZ. I'm stored in a complete T101EE station. What you don't see on QRZ is my receiver. I'm using the Hammerlin, the HQ180A as the receiver. And use the 101EE as a transmitter. It's a pretty neat little system. That's the Hammerlin. That's quite a receiver. Relatively old. It's the 180A, but it's a real hot little receiver. I really like that one. K7 Hotel November 4 Echo Delta Queen.
Yeah, very good. The fine business. November 4, Echo Delta Queen, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Great picture, man. I love that room. Is that cedar you've got up there in the ceiling? Over?
No, we're in the loft. I rebuilt this house. I'm a builder. I rebuilt this house about 5 years ago. We totally gutted it. It has regular ceilings. We opened everything up, and this is a permanent groove, 95.
That's absolutely beautiful, man. That is some nice finish work. Beautiful work there. Absolutely stunning. I had to sit there. It's funny because, of course, you notice what's on the desk, all the rigs, but I'm looking at I'm looking at the ceiling. I'm like, man, this is really sweet. This guy's got quite the shack. That's great. My goodness. How long have you been in ham radio? Over? Say again. I'm sorry, got swallowed up.
Yeah, I was K7 Hotel November in Fresno, Delta Queen. I was 6 years old when I started, and I'm 72.
Well, good for you. That's a nice long time in radio for sure. And my goodness, good for you. Going to be definitely, I'd like to check out that 80 meter, sorry, the AM net for sure. And that's something I'd like to do more of. I haven't done any AM yet, and I'd like to do that. You said that's at 3.885, is that correct?
3885 is the calling frequency. A lot of guys kind of hang out there, but 3885. How long have you been in ham radio?
I've only been a ham radio operator since 2018, but I've been into DX and in commercial radio since the 70s. So been a long time. I wanted to be a ham, but couldn't do CW. So I didn't know they took it out of the test back in, I think it was 2001 or 2000, something. I had no idea. So I was left for a long time, but knew a lot about radio in theory. I just couldn't pass code. So I was grateful they took that out and went and took the test and was blessed to pass all three at one sitting. So I was grateful for that. But this has been just an absolute joy to do. And, my goal here, and the reason I do the YouTube channel, is to try and help people not make the mistake I did by waiting too long to get licensed. That's the whole point of it all, That's it for me on this end. November 4, Echo Delta Queen, Kilo 7 Hotel November. I'm going to shoot you 73. I'll wait for your final, and I'll thank you so much for making such a nice call. This has been an absolute treat to meet you tonight and talk to somebody all the way over there in Georgia. I love that. That's good stuff, Henry. November 4, Echo Delta Queen, Kilo 7 Hotel November, 73s, and all the best to you, and God bless you and yours, my friend.
Okay, K7 Hotel November, November 4, Echo Delta Queen. Very good, Larry. Well, good to talk to you. Enjoy your project. Sounds like a good one. It's always good to encourage people to get into ham radio. I actually used to enjoy CW. I got up to where I can actually hear words rather than just letters, and it works very well. But, when you cut your teeth on CW, it's like second nature. I sometimes wish they didn't take it away, but, for those that have a hard time with it, I guess that's okay. All right, have a great morning. We'll look for you further on down the lodge, and we'll do it again. K7 Hotel November, November 4 Echo Delta Queen. Bye-bye.
See you later, Henry. Thank you so much. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November QRZ. That was nice to meet Henry, wasn't it? That was pretty darn nice. Thanks, Henry. That was pretty cool. What a nice guy. All the way in Blue Mountain, Georgia. That's a long ways away. Tell you how far it is here in just a second. Let me make a CQ call. CQ on 40 meters. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November. Calling CQ. CQ. Kilo 7 Hotel November. K7 Hotel November. Calling CQ on 40. You're listening. Just 1 second here, my friends. Just 1 second. Just logging him in here real quick. Not a big fan of the new logbook on QRZ. Just not my thing. It's okay. It just why change a good thing? 2,160 miles there to meet Henry. That's not bad. So, if you would like to get into ham radio, if it's something you've always wanted to do, there's a real good example of something you could do with a ham radio. That's Henry all the way in Blue Ridge, Georgia, about 2160 away. So 2,160 miles away on an antenna that you built yourself, on a radio that you put together that you chose, and on the feed line stuff you chose to throw out there. From the comfort of your own home, you can do that and so much more. Text messaging. You can contact the International Space Station. You can bounce the signals off the moon. You can do so much in ham radio. If you'd like to get in, please contact the American Radio Relay League. They're located right there on that little link, www.arl.org. They'll do their best to help get you set up with a radio club near you. Let's see if we can make another call real quick before we close the show. CQ calling. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ calling. Live on Ham Radio, live on YouTube to the world. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, K7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ. Any station, anywhere. We're streaming live about ham radio on YouTube, and we'd love to make a QSO with you wherever you may be. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, K7 Hotel November, calling CQ on 40 meters and listening. Let's take a listen. Let's see if we can find somebody far away. Let's try it. Okay, that's my friend Jimmy. So that's going to be Japan. We'll see if we can make a quick hello. Don't make the fact you can't understand the language be the reason you don't make the call. Sometimes they speak enough English to make the call with you. Kilo 7 Hotel November. This is the person he's talking with here that's speaking now. My goodness, Callum McCormick is here. Mate, what are you up to, man? Gosh, it's good to see you. Look at you. Callum. Thanks, mate. Good to see you, brother. I'm using your antenna right now. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's just been brilliant. You make the best antenna. This is Callum McCormick from DX Commander. That's who this is. Callum, what a treat. Nice to see you, mate. Nice to see you. Yeah, the DX Commander Classic is the antenna we're using tonight on the show, and it's worked me halfway around the world. Really has been. It's been a fantastic antenna. And as I've said before, Callum, it's the best antenna, I think, for the money there is in the market. And I hope you're busy there. You should be. You've got the best product out there for the money. There's nothing close to it. So if you'd like to get a good antenna, something that will get you up in the garden, in maybe your backyard, parks on the air, islands on the air, field days coming up, only a couple months away. Simple antenna to put up, but it's quality components. You can get it shipped to the U.S. As Colin would say, cheap as chips. Yay! Yes, cheap as chips. So get a hold of him at DX Commander. You'll find him here on YouTube. Does some amazing, amazing work. And Doug, thank you. You're very kind. All right, let's get back to the Yesu. I had to say hi to Cal. He's here. Callum, happy day to you. Good Sunday to you there in the UK. Thanks for coming, mate. It's good to see you, man. Keep up the good work on your YouTube channel. You do such great work there, and you help advance ham radio so much here. Thanks, Cal. A little bit of the nasties there in that. That's always been an RFI spot for me there. And by the way, if you folks have antenna questions, Callum's your guy. That's who I send everybody to. He has forgotten more about antennas than I'll learn in my lifetime.
これもそうなのよ。そのバーチャルのね、シリアルポート作んないとさ、足らないのよ。
Something like that. He's 240 some behind, 240 pieces, and the HF autos, he's 171 behind on those, and he's over 51 behind on the LA1Ks, and he said he could only play out 4 LA1Ks a day, so then he's having some problems with small parts delivery as well, like there was unhealth. Does ET3 Sugar Radio, W8DOZ? Yeah,
There's a VK. So this would be an Australian station. Sean, Sean, this is a good one for you. You want to get into ham radio, which is great. Here's a station coming in from Australia. Here's a signal right here. This isn't him. It's the gentleman he's talking to. Listen carefully, Sean.
He said he was surprised, and the people have been good about it, but everybody else has got the same problem. Yeah, that's right. I'm just trying to get supplies parts and all that, and mate, everybody over there has got that problem at the moment, I guess, frustrated. Yeah, well, the automobile manufacturers are really having trouble. They use a lot of solid-state device to the computer hookups in the cars and trucks anymore, and they're having an awful time getting delivery on parts. So, we're going to be another 6 or 8 months probably, so everybody gets geared up again.
Yeah, it's a long one. I'm not going to break into that. Those guys are having a nice talk.
He ought to be good.
And here's a good one for U.S. hams. And Sean, this one, when you come to the States to take your test, this is one you couldn't work because it's off our band plan. Our band plan begins at 7.125, meaning we can't transmit any signal below that frequency, right? So because this is lower sideband, and from the frequency you see on the display down 3 kilohertz, it means that we can't transmit anything lower than 7.128. So this is unfortunately 6 kilohertz less than what we can transmit at. Even if this was in English, we could not make this call here in the US. Another one right there.
Exercise and all that good stuff, and I'm sure when I go back to the office, it's going to be hard for the first.
Just one sec. I think we make a quick hello.
So VKT Sugar Radio, W8BOZ.
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
Sugar Radio, yeah, very good there, right? And, all very good. And, hey, back here, I can see what day you can't go down. This is Friday, wow. So, anyway, all very good, right? And, going to the office for the first few weeks will certainly be a little bit challenging, mate, that's for sure. So I'll get to catch up anyway, and see if it's all outstanding here, really. Morning through, mate. That obviously that's doing a fine job, and I'm on the Mosley 2 element run. WAPOZ, VK2 Sugar Radio. Well, boy, it's sure working, Chris. VK2 Sugar Radio, W8BOZ. You have never fallen below 10 over this morning. You're running anywhere from 15 to 20 over on peak, and a steady 10 over, and that's the strongest I think I've heard you in a very, very long time, maybe the strongest. So the winter's coming in, and you're doing well, and I haven't talked to Wasco for a few days. We've been working Joe and Hilton have been working long pass with them on 20 meters. And I know you have to be at work, so you can
just bringing the RF gain up. So I'm doing to bring out a little more of the hash for you there.
About quarter after 5 hour time here in the evening. So that's been kind of a treat. And as long as Tex can get out of bed, sometimes he oversleeps. VK2 Sugar Radio, W8BOZ.
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
Sugar Radio. Yeah, all right. You guys have been doing a lot of good work on 20 on the long path. Unfortunately, right now I'm on the way to work or at work, so I can't join in on that. But yeah, I've heard that it's been very, very good. So anyway, I've got a 740 down on my lucky at the moment. There, over. Oh, good. Well, she wants some.
Yeah, I think we're not getting there. That's right. Gives you an idea at least what's being heard tonight here on the West Coast early in the morning. About, what is it, 2:36? Jeez. Quite a bit.
そうで、結論はね、これ伝えられなきゃ知りませんよ。なんかね、前からね、全部の。
And that's good. We'll just wrap at that. That's good enough. It's the whole idea was to quickly do a quick little show and just a little rough night's sleep. So got a little bit of CQ call in, and that was nice. Coast to coast of Georgia. We'll take one. One's good. One's better than none. And a nice signal too. Good signal into Maui tonight. Interesting. 80 meters, at least right now from the west coast, seems to be a little stronger than 75 meters seems stronger than 40. I'm right about an S8 into Maui right now and about an S6 or so on 40 meters into Maui. So 80 meters seems to be working pretty well this evening. Now, when making QSOs, 40 meters. And part of the reason for that, for hams that would like to be in the hobby, folks that are like Sean, 75 and 80 meters are typically where you'll find a lot of nets and people who have been there for years and do lots of what we call rag chews. They're just long conversations, what it is. You don't hear as many people calling CQ there. That's it. By the way, hello to Doug, the ferret man. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you very much. And Ernest, I didn't forget you. Hello from Pennsylvania. See my favorite my person in the house. I'm now an addict with an MNA. That's pretty cool. You got one, really? Did you really get one? You got MNA? Nice work, man. That's great. He's Whiskey 3 GUY. Well done. Ernest, big ups to you, man. Nice work. That's great stuff. And Callum, yeah, does great stuff. Callum's a good guy. Yeah. I can say that of the antennas I've purchased, the one that I felt the best about buying was Callum's because, he's not local, he's in the UK, but he's a small company. And he builds them himself. He puts a lot of his blood, sweat, and tears into what he does. It's the old-fashioned way. And when you get his kit, it blows you away because it's just quality. It's kind of the way things were a long time ago, where you got spools of wire instead of bags of exposed copper. These are really good wire. He's got really good wire in there, and the spacers he uses they've got to be a 1/4 inch thick plexiglass. They're great. Callum McCormick, find him at dxcommander.co.uk, but you'll find him on YouTube here. Just search DX Commander. Boy, his antenna products I cannot more highly recommend to you, okay? We've got, let's see, Pobut's Cracker Box. Pobut, that's the first time you've been here, man. K7, Oscar Romeo November in the house, just down the road in Springfield, Oregon. Welcome. You're up late too, man. It's a Saturday night. What can you say? All right, folks, we're going to close the show. We'd love to have you get into ham radio, though. To do that, before we close the show, I want to remind you, if you're new or would like to get into ham radio, and it's not just something your granddad used to do, this is something that still exists with some fantastic transceivers that would blow your mind. Much cooler than some of these televisions that are made today. I guarantee you that. Take a look online at new ham radios. See what they look like. You might just be surprised. It's not just a dial with some little thing going back and forth anymore. Oh no, these are full color screens that have just everything you could imagine on them to let you send text messages, bounce signals off the moons, work satellite. You can send your pictures, your television out to people. Oh wow, you can make calls just like we just did, all the way to Georgia, and made them pretty much all over the Pacific and throughout North America, the Caribbean, you can do the same thing. All you need to do is contact the American Radio Relay League right there at www.arrl.org. If you are in Great Britain, please contact the Radio Society of Great Britain. They will help you find a radio club near you that can help you get licensed. Again, in Europe, if you're in the UK, Radio Society of Great Britain is your contact. In the U.S., ARRL.org is where you'll find it. If you'd like to contact the show, have a suggestion. Maybe you'd like to say hello. Maybe you'd like to ask a question about a product. Please feel free to hit me up on email, cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. Until tomorrow, which will be technically today, we're probably going to be a little late. I'm going to be sleeping by, a little later today. So we will do Ham Talk Live. Today's show, by the way, should come, let's plan around 21 UTC to 21:30. Be somewhere between 21 and 21:30 hours UTC. Today's question, what's the one that got away? What's the one transceiver that you used to own that you wish you had never sold? Join us, won't you? Today, later on, 21:30 UTC on Ham Radio Live. Until then, God bless you. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for watching. My name's Larry, and my call sign's Kilo 7 Hotel November. Please enjoy. The special sign-off comes from Tasmania. A man named Peter Allen did this. Glenn from our show down in Australia told me about this and said, mate, this guy was our version of Liberace. I hope you enjoy it. Until later, see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Sleep maker.
Mr. Sleepy wishes you a very good night. Sleep well with the comfort and support of your Sleepmaker mattress and base. Pleasant dreams.
Well, that brings to an end another day's viewing here on Channel 9, serving northern Tasmania on translator services Channel 11, Derby, South Launceston, St Mary's, Smithton and Waratah, Channel 5A, Table Cape, Channel 6 at Circular Head, Channel 7, St Helens and Savage River, Channel 10, Burnie, and UHF Channel 48, East Devonport. We trust you've enjoyed the programs presented for you today and invite you to join us tomorrow morning for another day's viewing. On behalf of the management and staff, we bid you a very good evening.